Super Mario Galaxy movie. Super Mario Galaxy movie. Super Mario Galaxy movie. Had to say it 3 times. If you thought the first movie had plenty of references, this movie puts that previous one to bed because it feels like every 2 or 3 minutes there's a new reference to a past game or a past minion or something, and that's really, really, really awesome. You could really tell they put their all into this because it's the 40th anniversary. It definitely is on the simple side like last time, and it's so simple that I do kind of wish that the pacing was just slower a little bit. I mean, Mario and Luigi still have good chemistry, and even Yoshi. I also love how the movie handles Yoshi. I was wondering if they were going to have Yoshi actually speak lines or if he's just going to say Yoshi the whole time. This is a very, very minor spoiler, but he doesn't talk. He just says Yoshi the entire time. That's all. Also, I will say this too. Rosalina, while she is in here, it feels like she's in the trailers more than she is in the actual movie. I'm not going to get too much into it, but in the actual movie, I found out she only has around 10 minutes of screen time. So, yeah, she's not really in it as much as I would have liked her to be. And okay, screw it. We're going into spoiler territory right here. If you want to skip spoilers, skip this point in the video. Rosalina is the damsel in distress in this movie, and it's something that I really just don't find appealing because, for those of you who don't know, Rosalina is one of the most powerful characters in the Mario universe. In the game, she remade the entire universe after Bowser's galaxy reactor became a black hole. She's extremely OP, and I feel like that's probably the reason why they had to make her the damsel, because if she wasn't the damsel, I guess there wouldn't be as much of a threat. But I just really do. I do feel like it would have been awesome to see her more and to see her just do more things. You know, she had a really cool scene at the beginning where she fights Mega Leg, and that's really cool. But it's like after those first few minutes, it's kind of like she's mostly just a damsel for most of the movie. And if she had to be a damsel, I wish it was kind of like maybe near the end or just maybe briefly or something like that, because again, she's an awesome character. Peach and Rosalina being sisters is something that I honestly wasn't expecting, but I think is a cool change for this version of the Mario universe. It's actually a lot better than what I thought was going to be. For a second, I thought that Nintendo was pulling a Matt Pat and just making Rosalina Peach's mom, which would be very, very trippy. Plenty of power-ups appear in this movie. Some of them, the ones that I wanted in my previous video, actually show up here, so that's really exciting. There's like this whole subplot of Mario and Peach getting together. Everyone's like, hey, yeah, Peach likes you. You should really just go for her. And Mario's like, I don't really know. I don't think she really liked me back. This movie, I guess the best way I can describe it is if you want references, if you love cameos and all that stuff, you will love this movie. This movie is to the Mario series, I'd say, what Wreck-It Ralph is to video games in general. And the fact that there's so many cameos. It honestly almost feels like a Pixar movie with how many Easter eggs there are. Also, Bowser, it's really cool being in here too. I do think it would have benefited if the story was just a tad deeper, even if it was just, again, expanding on Rosalina's lore a little more, maybe having her be on screen more, exploring a little more elements about her. I really like how with Bowser Jr., they really made Bowser Jr. a really good villain. There's actually a point in the story where Bowser starts to, you can tell Bowser actually starts to genuinely care about Mario and Luigi as people, and Bowser Jr. is like, bro, what you doing? You're evil, you kind of hate them, so don't stop doing that. And he's like, oh yeah, you're right. I am kind of evil. Let me try to kill them again. So there is kind of that. So Bowser Jr. definitely is the better villain of the two of them in this movie. So that's really cool. I really love how they utilize Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush in this too, because in the games he's mostly just uses it as Shadow Mario mostly. In fact, one of the things I actually like is they actually took Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush form from Mario Wonder and actually added it into this movie. So they really made him feel more of a threat as opposed to him just being Shadow Mario. So I thought that's really cool. Yeah, I really just think this movie would be better for me if it had more of a story, because the first Mario movie was really cool because it was just very new at the time. You know, it was very, very new. Seeing just Mario on screen and it being good, it was like, what? This normally doesn't happen. Not to say this one isn't good. It's just, I feel because we already had that with the first one, that novelty of, oh my gosh, Mario's on freaking screen. It's not freaking Bob Hoskins or whatever. The fact that we actually had that 3 years ago and now here we are, it doesn't hit the same. Honestly, the best way I can summarize this movie is if you love references and you love cameos, this movie is for you. And of course, it is always really cool to see, Mario and Luigi use power-ups throughout the series. That's really cool also. But yeah, no, I say this movie is mostly, I don't want to say it doesn't have any meat and potatoes, but it mostly just has potatoes and the vegetables, but use a little more meat. That's all I'm gonna say. I would still recommend seeing this if you're a Mario fan, but just if I really had to choose, I honestly think the first one is a little better than the second one. I would give this probably about a 3.5 on the what scale. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the movie, if you've seen it already, if you haven't, in the comments below. Peace and blessings. Bye.